Hey, what's up, family? It's Christian Patton. I'm at the Carton Plantation here in Franklin, Tennessee. And if you've been following me on my journey, then you would know that this place holds a deep history of my family. And today, I would love to share a piece of that history with you. I'm here with Christy Farrow, who is a historian and genealogist here at Battle of Franklin Trust. And she put together a lovely display of the Flower Society, which was a group of African-American women in the early 1900s. And I'm gonna go ahead and let Miss Christy tell you guys a story.
The Flower Societies were many different groups of African-American women in the early 20th century. And specifically what they were doing was they were running Bible studies and book clubs, and got to create nurturing environments for their families, which is an incredible transition and moment for Black women in history. And so, but these women, they were doing so many things that they were contributing to society. They were helping to raise money for hospitals and daycare centers, and they were filling them with linens, and they were, just helping to build schools. They were doing incredible things. And so what happens is, during the suffrage movement, the white women in Tennessee who were, fighting for the women's right to vote, realized that Black women were so successful that they got together, and it's the most successful collaboration of white and Black women in the entire country for suffrage.
Wow.
Which is incredible. So when I say flower societies, it's not just called the Flower Societies. It's every little town or every little community had their own. There was the Rose Art Club. There was the Forget-Me-Not Art Club. There was the Carnation Art Club. So it's all these flower societies within Middle Tennessee. But your ancestors were specifically in the Forget-Me-Not Club, which was here in Franklin. And Alice Patton, who was your great-grandmother, we have her exhibited in our display, or highlighted in our display. And you were generous enough to let us use one of her purses and her midwife certificate. And things like this, like things that you found in a tote in your garage, are now in a museum exhibit, and they're teaching other people and showing them about this one woman and her human, contributions just in this few year period, which is, adds a little bit of a human element to our story, which I very much appreciate and love. So look what these women could accomplish when they were being, they couldn't go to the same stores. You had to go to the back of the stores, right? These women couldn't go in the front doors of any of the stores down on Main Street in Franklin, but they were still so badass that they were helping to create, build schools and, contributing money for that. When I was researching Forget-Me-Not, was because, I'm obsessed with Josie Wells.
Yes.
And they helped to get linens when she was building Hubbard Hospital. The Forget-Me-Not Club, they held meetings, and you would bring linens in to take to Hubbard Hospital, because that's everyone was working together to create a good foundation for, African Americans. And when we learn history, we learn so much about. We learn slavery and we learn civil rights. We don't learn about these generations that nurtured one into the other. And Alice Patton was in that generation. Christian actually let us copy. Look, that's Alice's midwife certificate. And then I think you'll like these. These are NAACP speeches written by G.T. Patton. But I put their names so that you could see just the people that were highlighted. Because we know almost all of their names, but I wanted the people that we have highlighted. And so I cut out your letters and then put a picture of the campers, because people can't really read it, but I wanted something to represent Henrietta. And since we don't really have anything, I thought that would be amazing. And so the exhibit includes all of that over there, the Forget-Me-Nots. So we have, it's a gardening thing, and then these are all like Forget-Me-Not keychains, and just lots of different little things. Okay. And do you want to put it in there? You see it, put it in there? Just put it right there. Put it flat. And it fits perfect. There we go. Pretty amazing, right? And look, this is stuff you found in a tote in your house. And now other people get to learn from it.
Yeah, I know, that's so cool.
It is so cool. I just usually grab it like this. Oh shoot, you're gonna have to, Elizabeth, can you clip down that corner?
He is.
Sorry.
Oh wait, this is coming up. He is.
Oh,
And he's
perfect. Oh my.
so good.
Oh my gosh, my arms are gonna.
But he's,
That's what the oh my was for.
continually in a rage. Christians, yeah, and that never goes away. Even if
Go.
somebody kills him.
How good is that?
It could be basically
All right,
Beautiful.
perfect.
just
You did your thing.
2 seconds and it's over.
I love it.
If you made it this far to the video, I appreciate you for watching. And if you liked the video, please like, share, comment. Thank you so much. Peace.